So, California. This is my almond tree. I'm missing about 90% of the petals, and you can see it's a little windy today. It has been for the last 3 days straight. So it makes it hard for the bees to fly around. Luckily, there was a lot of bees out. They got to a lot of the blooms. So you don't need the little petals after that. They're just to attract in the bees and the pollinators. All the butterflies and all the little other things, the hundreds of other little insects that crawl around and pollinate the flowers. And then they can lose the petals, and then they will start swelling up and becoming fruit. But yeah, that is the report for where I am at in northern central California.
starting. I'm zoning out. I'll start the purple ones on this side.
Okay.
You want to kind of keep it like...
No, mix them up a little bit because of the aphids and stuff.
I need to like kind of go in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like 8 inches from each other?
Just imagine what the adult plants look like, you know? I'm putting them about that far apart.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sounds about right.
And just take them down to individual plants.
Oh.
These are all different kales that we're putting in. 2 different kales, and we have the chard that we already transplanted. And we found that the different varieties with the ragged edges are less susceptible to the aphids, and the smoother blue varieties like this can get aphids, especially if you plant them all in too close. So we're just mixing them up, and by putting different varieties together in the different chards and stuff, then you won't have an outbreak that spreads throughout your one patch. It'll be all mixed up. That doesn't make sense. Let's just plant.
That's not the problem.
Well, I definitely do want enough this year to make the dried out kale chips all the time and stuff. Yeah, big bowls of them and mix them in with other recipes and stuff. They'll fit great in between these chives because, you know, the chives will stay pretty low because we're chopping them low all the time. And these can kind of tower over them and make shade. You know, so the chives are like, that's as tall as they'll get, and then chard, that's about as tall as they'll get, and then kale, as it grows, you know how you keep stripping it up so they end up being the tall things. So they'll be like our forest canopy in this little bed. I think the color is pretty when you mix them all up like that too. We made such a big pathway that we can plant right by the edges, I think, you know. And that's what I was saying, is it can kind of confuse the things that will feed upon them, aphids and other bugs, if you have it different varieties, because you've seen that they favor one over the other, and so if it isn't right next door, you know, in their little world, that's a long ways off. So you can just make it a little less easy by having a chard and then another variety and then a chive before it reaches what they like to feed upon again, you know. In the micro world, that's a little bit of distance. It's cute in the garden. Chives. It's coming up. We've only cut them once for the year. You can see them off in patches down the row, and then we got hollyhocks in the background just off to the side of the fence. But this is chard. It's looking a little rough because we transplanted them. And these are the new kales everywhere. That's what's going to be in the first bed. Hey, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button below. Helps the quest for details grow. I appreciate the support. And if you double click the bell icon next to it, you'll get a notification each time we put out a new video.